Hello everyone. So we basically joined Hargraves a year ago. So a year ago I was sitting very much where you are today, and Alan actually asked if we could share our journey. So it's not a perfect journey by any means, but actually on reflection it feels like we've made such huge progress, and I must say Hargraves has been a key catalyst in some of the things that you're about to see today. So my role in Nestle is Step Change and Fueling Growth Manager, which sounds quite a mouthful. And really what it is, it's about our organisation trying to be a powerhouse, a high-performance organisation that thrives in a challenging world. And I guess as a packaged goods manufacturer, we're really feeling the pace of change going ahead of us. So I guess that's what we want to win in this challenging marketplace. And step change thinking is really around those bold leaps of imagination that can happen in an organisation to drive that transformational change and competitive advantage. So this is what I told my boss, and he was very supportive. But really what I want to share with you today is actually quite a specific presentation called Kit Kats and Elephants, because it actually really brings to life our journey in the last 12 months. And the way that step change actually works is actually very similar to the program that was identified this morning by the first speaker, is we actually identify a leader and a business need. And so my role is to facilitate those projects and identify those leaders. So we give them a limited time frame, we give them a business objective, and then support them with a project team. And so my role reports to the CEO of Nestle, and I work very closely with a senior leadership team. And basically that project team then comes to share their progress with our senior leadership team. So it's actually been a really powerful way to drive that top-down leadership, but also bottom up, and actually see the transformational change without necessarily using consultants and so forth, but actually driving the change within the organisation. So usually the senior leadership team would identify those projects, but as step change has evolved, people have actually asked and said, I really see this need in the business, I'd really like to lead this project, and can I get support from the senior leadership team? And so those projects have also come to fruition. So it's really been quite exciting. What we wanted to do through Step Change was actually say that everyone had a mission in our organisation. So obviously there's the project teams, which are fantastic, but the real principles of Step Change are around two things that we wanted everyone in the business to really embrace. One is about delivering today, but whilst creating tomorrow. And what we felt as a business, that we had very short-term thinking. So even if in our innovation pipelines, 12 to 18 months if you're lucky, you know, and very patchy in terms of our thinking. And what we wanted to do is really mobilise the organisation to really deliver today whilst creating tomorrow. And it's actually important to do both in the current climate that we operate in. And one actually is about leading the market, but the other one is about profitable growth and actually getting to new uncontested space where you really define your market. So I guess that's the journey that we're on. Now, what we've done in the business is created hives of excellence or pockets of excellence, and it's actually even examples that we're seeing people doing, but they don't talk to each other in such a large organisation. So we actually find that packaging is a great opportunity for us to create competitive advantage, and we saw that confectionery were doing a fantastic project around that, really leapfrogging. In foods, they're doing some fantastic work around consumer co-creation and working with consumers to develop new products. In manufacturing, we actually engage Hargraves around Step the Assets. So actually looking at our assets in the factory, instead of investing millions in new assets, what can our assets do today to deliver NPD? So that was a really successful project where I think 50 ideas came out of that activity for snacks. In science and nutrition, again in Green Blend, you know, that whole story around the 70% antioxidants, greater antioxidants than tea, came out of science. And that's really powerful, and we really think that's such an important opportunity going forward. Supply-led innovation is our suppliers are also innovating. So let's engage with them, let's form partnerships around what they're doing and get things to market faster and more cost effectively. And then margin expansion, like looking at the design of our product profiles to actually improve margin going forward. So I guess these are the things that we've found in the business. Yeah, we can't look to the Apples and the Googles of this world, but what's happening actually within is really powerful. But it's isolated pockets of excellence, and we're trying to raise it to common practice. And we think that will get us to a really great place at that fuzzy front end. So that's the work that we're doing really this year. Just to share again, so the principal stage gate process, we really reviewed that to make sure that we're getting the best out of our stage gate process to streamline timings. That fuzzy front end, to make sure that's a multidiscipline approach rather than just marketers or creative agencies coming up with ideas. The principles of 3-year pipelines and 5G frameworks, and then the marketing digitally to embrace the new age. And so we are on a journey, but feeling that we're probably a bit of a leaner elephant than perhaps when we started. We're always going to be an elephant, we've accepted that, but hopefully a leaner and fitter and more dynamic elephant as a result.
Thank you.